What is up, guys? Av3k and Pete again. We're gonna speak about our tournament. My main reason to do this podcast is because we constantly getting some questions, and I think some things might not be clear. So we wanted to discuss and go through everything you guys asked under the last video and general questions. We basically are like 2 days out to the qualifications, because on Saturday, 7th of October, we got qualis for our tournament. And are you excited for that, Pete?
Yeah, just to add, when this goes live, we might be 1 day out. So if you're wanting to play it, this might get posted on Friday, but it's Saturday the 7th is our
True.
qualifier date. Yeah, it's been a bit of a trying to mash this together really quickly in this year, but
Yeah,
it's coming together super well. I am like so excited.
yeah,
Yeah, and I just want to say as well, from the last video we did, thanks so much for the support and the comments. We read them all. We took on board a lot of the feedback as well. Some stuff we can't do from feedback, even as nice as it would be, just from the facility we have. But we've molded a tournament together that we think will work really well and be
yeah.
fun for the viewer, fun for the players. Yeah,
Obviously, we will talk about it later on because like some people wants to visit
yeah.
us and etc. But some things are harder than you can imagine. But first of all, you guys asked us in the first place to create a donation link. How can you help? How can you distribute to the tournament? We didn't want to do it like too early. We wanted to give you like first invitations. We wanted to gather some good players. So because it's off season from QPL, so it was kind of hard to get the best players. I'm like super happy that we're basically gonna have like top six from QuakeCon. So I think it's huge for the first event, and we're planning to do more in future. If everything goes like by the plan and really good, I think we can do some more in the future. So we created the link, and you guys gonna have it in description. If you like and if you want, you can feel free to support us, and we will gladly appreciate it. And I think there will be again some prizes for the biggest
So
donators,
no,
or how does
what we're
it
gonna
look like?
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we tried to do it so anyone who donates is like a raffle or something,
Hmm.
but through UK and laws and stuff, that can be classed as like a kind of like gambling kind of thing. So
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
not really allowed to do that. So what we're going to do now is that any support much appreciated. Obviously, 100% of the donations go towards the players for prize pool. So this is something that just supports your favorite players, helps
Hmm.
them, do this for a living. But I want to say, yeah, instead of that, we're going to do kind of like donation goals. So I haven't actually ran this past the players yet, as such, but I want to do it. So, Avik, maybe your thoughts on this live reaction, but we want to get on the stream. We'd have like, okay, if you hit £250, we'll do this. If you hit £500, we'll do this. If you hit £1,500, do this. £2,000, we'll do this and stuff.
Hmm.
And some of the stuff will be. So we've actually, thanks to our partners at Noble Chair, for all the viewers, we've got a Doom chair to give away. Like the
Hmm.
Doom chairs are cool as fuck. In fact, Avik's got it right there. If you want to see his webcam,
Yep.
we'll be giving away one of these for the viewers. So we'll do that at like a milestone. If we hit a certain amount donated, we'll give that away.
Hmm.
We've also got like I want to get signed jerseys and stuff as well from all the players. So
So we
as
actually
Av-
got we actually got this one also for the donators, right? For the viewers.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we got one for the that's what I'm saying. So for the viewers, we'll get
That's
I
huge.
don't know
Yeah.
how we'll do it. We might do it as like a Gleam link or something throughout the event once we hit it, or we'll do it in Twitch chat or YouTube chat or something. We'll figure that out, but that'll be really good. Yeah, and we want to do signed kind of jerseys. So we've got obviously we've got like Rafa, Kilson, Wenger, Maxter, Razy, Avek, Zanarku. We've got all the top guys. So it'll be a really cool kind of like a momentum for people to have, I think. But then I also want to do stuff like, let's say we hit a certain goal. I don't know, that one of the casters or one of the pros gets to pie someone in the face. Some fun stuff. You know, some like kind of some dares or some your
Some
suggestions in the
challenges.
comment. Actually,
Some
this would be really
challenges.
good. Some challenges. Put your suggestions in the comments below of what challenges we could have. Like, so we hit certain milestones with the prize pool. We get a pro to do a forfeit, or we get one of the
Jesus.
casters to do a forfeit or something.
I
I
was
think it would be fun.
I
Like,
was already stressed before the tournament that everything runs well, that server's gonna run well and everything, and now you add in some challenges. It's gonna be hilarious.
I think it would just make it so it's fun stuff. We want to make it a really chilled vibe of event,
Yeah, yeah.
and make it fun things to do. And again, let's try and get that prize pool up to support the players.
Mhm,
I think as of recording this, we put the link out the other day and we've done nothing for it yet. We've had £150 added already. It's like
mhm.
thank you so much. It's great. So
Yeah,
let's try and double or
unbelievable.
triple this prize pool and let's just go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and fun thing is like you don't really need to donate huge to win anything because like we got a lot of like little things, as you said, jerseys. We can like sign the mouse pads. You got like cool mouse pads, and we can send them over. Like some even like merch, like this hoodies. Like it's autumn coming, and it's super comfy and
Yeah,
really
I mean,
really
we're
nice.
not gonna, as I said, we can't do it as like a raffle, so we
Mhm,
can't link a donation to a giveaway. The giveaway will be open to everyone.
mhm.
It's just nice little incentives for the community to kind of be like, oh, they're gonna do this or that, which I think is nice.
Yeah.
So anything is appreciated. Yeah.
Okay, so we got the topic about the donation over. Now the second most asked question was like, can we visit? Can we visit you guys? Can we come to your facility? Because that was, I think that was the thing, like a little bit with Maestro. Like they also had like small studio and some people were coming, but you know they couldn't fit as many. So I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure that they were allowing people or not, but I don't think they allowed everyone. But obviously we got the facility and we don't know how many people would have come, so we don't know if we can let them all in. And you know,
Yeah, we've had a lot of
we need,
people ask
first
it.
of all, we need players. We have like staff. We got admins. We got casters. We got like some players are coming with their like relatives, like girlfriends and like closest ones. We definitely gonna try to have someone from the community. Uh, no, first of all, yeah, is it allowed to come and visit or?
So I would say in terms of like a press pass
Mhm,
or as you say, relatives or whatever, that's separate. But I think a press pass, if you want to get in contact, sure, let's chat. I think for the general public, I would say no on this event because there's a few things that we're doing this together quite quickly, but B, um, the venue isn't massive. Like yes, we could fit some people in a watch party area or something
mhm,
like that, but at the same time, it's not a concern that we want to have currently with like security and putting the like for example putting the address just like out on the internet where people can just come and I
mhm.
think for the security for the pros for this one we're just not going to do it.
It's first
And
tournament, and it was like
yeah,
we kind of thought about organizing the tournament, but it was like I came to UK before you before QuakeCon, and Pete just asked like let's do this tournament, let's just do that, and it was like very quick decision, so we went for it, and I don't think we'll have time to organize everything because we already
this is
stressed out
this
with
is the first LAN
yeah.
event that Endpoint's ever put on. I want to get it right, and I want to make sure that we give the best possible production. There's going to be 20, 30 people in the facility already, from like production to partners to press, potentially to pros to there may even be other teams boot camping here at the same time. I don't know yet, and I think that it's just let's keep it as a private event this time. But we're going to try and make it so the viewer and you as the community get as much kind of like access to the players from a social point of view as you can. Interacting with chat or interacting with anything, that making it fun. But unfortunately, not in person this time around. But yeah.
Mhm. All right, I also want to jump back to the previous topic because in the beginning when we were thinking we were deciding like how we want to go with our tournament. Do we want to like put all the money we have, for example, for the prize pool, and then don't really do invitations but do like qualies or something like that, or we want to actually like cover everything for the players? And opposite to, for example, KeenCon, which has like higher prize pool in the beginning, we decided to like cover all the flights and accommodation and the food for the players. So we wanted to do something like exclusive, like QuakeCon, for example, where everything is paid for the players, and then have like smaller prize pool in the beginning. That's why we really appreciate your donations.
Yeah, so every player is getting, in terms of the open qualifiers on Saturday, it is unlocked to anyone can play it in the world as
Yep.
long as you can get in, as long as you can get into the UK, so you have a valid visa. So
Mhm.
some countries may struggle to get a valid visa right now, but if you can get into the UK for the, you know, what happened there? Sorry, is my
Yeah.
webcam froze?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah. Yeah.
really attractive. That's a really attractive.
Yeah. I like it, but let's try to fix it.
Oh.
We can
uh,
edit it. We can edit it later. So.
There we go. I'm back. Yeah. So I think as long as you can get into the UK and you can come to the event on the 3rd to the 6th is the travel days for of November, then you can play it. We just offer up to £250 travel support for the player. Which, if you're in Europe, it should cover everything.
Hmm.
If you're in America or Brazil or anything like this, South America, you would just have to be willing to put some money towards it yourself. But we will also provide accommodation, as Alec said, food. So everything generally should be paid for a European player at least. And then prize pool, we're putting £1,000 towards the prize pool as well.
Plus the guy who's winning qualifications also getting the Doom chair.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all 8 players have the option to get the Doom chair, or any noble chair, really. To be honest with you.
We cannot send it to each country in the Europe, but I was
Yeah.
speaking, for example, if, for example, Base won the qualifications, right, and he's like from CIS, and he can manage to come and play, he could, for example, get this chair sent to Estonia or Kazakhstan and then get it from there, like by the post or something
Potentially,
like that.
yeah. Potentially,
So
yeah.
there is some ways for people who cannot really get it like straight and direct to still or take it
Yeah.
with them, like from UK or something like that.
Exactly. And then since we discussed on the last video, we were discussing around should we do 1v1s, 2v2s, that kind of like side of things. We've decided to, because of being completely honest, because of the quality of players that we've managed to get, we've decided that we didn't want to do a single elimination 1v1 because
Mhm.
it would be a lot. I think your point, Avik, was that there would be so many missed matchups that everyone wants to
Mhm.
see.
Yeah.
That we've decided to do a double elimination 1v1 bracket. But then we're also going to do a fun like 4v4 sacrifice on the Sunday morning, I think it is.
Show match. Yeah.
Show match. That's not going to be live on Twitch. But if you go follow our YouTube channel, we're going to basically try and make it so we fully edit it afterwards. So we have webcams, we have comms. How fun would it be to listen in on 4v4 comms of like pros playing
A lot.
while having a lot of fun? So we want to make that a 4v4 that will come out a few weeks later or something, fully edited. But the prize pool will be 90% of the prize pool goes towards the 1v1 tournament.
Mhm.
And then 10% of the prize money is going to go towards the 4v4. So the winning team takes home, 2.5% each of the 4.
Yeah.
And it should be fun.
Yep. All right. So we got this covered, and now if somebody, okay, so let's say somebody wants to come from the community. If you guys want to visit and you want to do something cool like for the community, because we're also gonna run the couch, and if you guys think that someone of you have skills or already like experience in like running community events and running the couch and stuff like this, feel free to like contact us that you want to visit us or do some coverage. Like for example, we might have Havrix like taking the photos and videos, and if you are from media or if you are entertainer, if you can run the couch or if you can run the community event, like back in the days in 2017, 2019, we had people like running community events like on the separated stream. Like we're gonna have them on couch actually, and it's gonna be streamed on the separated stream, or it's gonna
Oh,
be
we're doing
like
one stream. We're just going to
one
do one
stream.
stream because we
Yeah.
want to do, I think for production side, we want to stream every single game, one stream, but the couch will be on there, safe will be
So
on there.
if you
So,
guys think
but
that you have skills for that and you want to help with that, just like feel free to contact me or Pete on the Discord, and then we can talk through it.
sure. If you're in the UK, even better because obviously it's easier to come and go from the facility, but
Mhm.
for that kind of side of things. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's, sure.
Okay, so basically the idea is like in one room we're gonna have players, like 8 players. They're gonna like practice there and play from there. Then we got separated room for the stage, and we're gonna have like 2 PCs ready there, and we're gonna move people like for the show matches, for the official matches where we have cameras like staged. And then we also gonna have like couch. If you can talk about this idea, why do you want?
Sure.
It's gonna be more like a home feel, like a summit
So
vibe
we've got
tournament.
so we've got a couple of options, but I think what we're going to go with is so we've got 4 bootcamp rooms here in our facility.
Mhm.
3 of them actually have this really cool kind of like dividing walls, so you can open them up.
Mhm.
So I think we're going to use 2 rooms. We'll open the room up and have it so people can flow between.
Mhm.
We've got about 12 PCs in there, so for 8 players plus maybe if the odd staff or partner wants to use another PC, it's fine. But then we'll set up in the media studio a 1v1 kind of like face-off kind of like vibe, I think. In and have like cool colors around it, lighting, and
Hmm.
then for the sofas in the next room, we've got the staff area. We've got this really cool mural on the wall. We're going to have like couches there, and we'll have you
Hmm.
kind of finish your match and you can wander in afterwards, or you can just wander in whenever you want, really, from a pro perspective, and
Yeah.
chat with the casters and so on, which would be cool.
I think
In
I've.
fact, when this comes out, the casters will be announced, won't they? So for the casters as well,
Mhm.
because that's getting announced in a few hours. But we've got the Zoot and Ins as well for the casting,
That's huge.
which hopefully is quite cool. A lot of people haven't seen them on broadcast for a while, I'd say.
Mhm.
Um,
I don't want to make the hard job for our editors, but instead of watching our faces for 50 minutes long or 1 hour long, we can also like quickly show you the pictures of the stage where or the rooms or the bootcamp rooms. Like maybe we can implement it here for a few seconds instead of our faces. But I think because people don't really have like clue how it looks like, and I think it will be nice to show them. I also think such kind of tournaments where you're showing like everything from the kitchen and from the backstage, like a lot of interviews, like this couch. I think it's very, very like entertaining for people, and they can see everything. Also, we're thinking about having like the after party and maybe some footage from there, maybe some videos, or maybe even a stream. As we spoke before, I don't know if we can like what we can show, what we cannot show. Obviously, it's just after party, some drinks and
yeah, I think that's
beverages.
going to be very much let's figure that out if we can do that. We'll see. One other thing to add since last development, we've been chatting with Bethesda. They've been great.
Hmm.
So shout out to Bethesda. We're going to have LAN servers at the event as well. So that's cool. So they basically hook into our LAN server, and we'll have LAN servers for the players, which is really good as well.
That's
Because I
great.
know
Yeah.
some LAN events still play online, which is a bit. It
Hmm.
doesn't sound right, does it? But so yeah, Bethesda are helping us out with that, which is great.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay, how did you came up with the name of the tournament, Foundry?
Yeah, the Foundry's so Sheffield in the UK where we're based is kind of got a history of steel making and like metal, steel.
Yeah.
So a lot of your like cutlery, like your forks and knives, might have come from Sheffield over the years.
Hmm.
So the Foundry is kind of just it's like the lava pots of kind of making metal and steel, and that's kind of just where we're going with it.
Hmm.
So our Quake events in the future, we do more will be the Foundry. So Foundry One, Foundry Two, whatever it is, but. Um, yeah, just kind of took quite a while to come up with a name, but we've landed on that and we're happy with it. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's good. Anyway, now something for the streamers. So for Shaftastic or like some CIS streamers, like can they stream our tournament, our qualis, our LAN finals, or how does it look like? I guess our LAN finals it's exclusively we gonna stream, and then we maybe allow like some CIS
So yeah, so
representative.
for the open qualifiers, if you want to stream them, anyone is welcome. You kind of just come into our Discord channel, which is again, if you look in the links, you should be able to look at the tournament bracket where you can sign up. So please
Yep.
sign up as well for Saturday. But if you want to get involved with the casting of that, get in the Discord, talk to our admins, and they'll sort you out with. Or you can then just kind of like communicate with pro players or matches that you want to stream,
Hmm.
and you can get in the server and stream it as well. All we ask if you want to stream the games really is that you have like the donation bar, which we can sort you out with, so you can help the pros to get a higher prize pool,
Hmm.
and then so yeah, I think like people like Shaftastic are gonna stream the game on the games on Saturday. So shout out to them. That's great.
Yep.
And then for the main event LAN, yeah. So for English casts, we will do it ourselves on the main streams. So that'll be on Endpoint TV on Twitch, and it may be on our Endpoint Quake channel as well on YouTube. I
Hmm.
think we're going to try and do it on both. If not, we'll just upload stuff to the Endpoint Quake channel like after those, but
Hmm.
figuring it out. And then yes, for like CIS, we'll look to partner up with a couple of people potentially to if they want to stream them as well.
Hmm.
So we might reach out to people like Cypher if Cypher wants to stream the games for the CIS community.
Hmm.
Again, the main thing we ask is that you have a donation bar and stuff there as well, so to help grow the prize pool. But if there was I don't know a really great community for Quake in other languages as well, feel free to reach out if you want to stream them,
Hmm.
and we can look into giving you a clean feed for the event or something as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think in the future, if some people want to try to play on our tournament and maybe like, do you think it's possible to get more players and fit in our facility? Let's say do like 16 players or even like 24 maybe or something like that. We got enough PCs for sure. I think we'll have
Yes.
to change a little bit like the rooms or like to fit all those peoples. And definitely we cannot make it like exclusively invitational because we wouldn't have like space for like 16 or 24 people and that will be like a lot of expenses as well. So it will be more
Sure. I
like
mean,
open tournament.
in terms of like paying for all the players, just starting there,
Hmm.
that would basically depend on sponsorships for the event if we can get more in
Hmm.
to help fund it, which is definitely possible. We're using this LAN as like a case study to see kind of viewership numbers to see what we can kind of like try and do in terms of advertising for it. The in terms of numbers of people, realistically, I would say that so Endpoint's business model with our facility is that we want to rent out the rooms to other teams.
Hmm.
If we were to take up every single room for an event on like 2 days, and then a booking comes in for a month for one of our boot camps, that's a huge loss of revenue for us that we can't really take that hit
Hmm.
because that one weekend gets in the way for the whole month. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So um, we're trying to make it so we only take up two, maybe three of the rooms when we do these events.
Hmm.
But that's not to say that we can do like we might be able to squeeze in, I don't know, 12 to 16 PCs. Like for example, if we're using two rooms now, that's 12. You could do a top four seeded teams players that are above the bracket, and then you have eight below that or something,
Hmm.
and you can have a 12-team event. And we might be able to stretch to 16, and then depending on how busy our facility is at the time, whether everyone gets their own PC or whether they have to rotate PCs a little bit. I don't see why we can stretch to 16. We would never stretch to 32, I wouldn't say.
Okay.
But maybe make him 16. 24 is if the facility is completely like empty, but then I think it's kind of like
Yeah.
sometimes we get bookings coming in like the day before, and it's like it's hard to say no to that money because it
True.
pays for the Quake Lan.
True.
So
True.
yeah.
All right. Thinking long term, do you think there is a possibility that you, for example, KeenCon and Myztro or other guys who are involved in Quake can create something together which is like similar or is like a competition for QPL or can be similarly big and have it next to the QPL league?
What I would love is I would happily have conversations with you know Maestro and KeenCon.
Hmm.
There's a world where we could have a circuit of events throughout the year,
Hmm.
um, where each of those did you like in tennis or something where you have the smaller events have points for the overall rankings of the world.
Hmm.
So you have like the Grand Slams, but you also have the the ones below that, which are like 1,000 points. And you got the 500 point
Hmm.
events, you got 250 point events, and so on. Like, and then you could also with that kind of system, someone could quite easily put world rankings in where like QPL gets 2,000 points is available for the QPL or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and then you get like 500 points available for an endpoint event or a Maestro event, and then you could even have like the mini community events that are online.
Hmm.
With all these great people doing these mini community events, they could get 250 points. You know what I mean? Like, and have like a system
Yeah. Yeah.
where it all links into like a world rankings or something could be really cool.
Hmm.
And then you could base invites off that ranking system as well.
True.
Um, and I think that could be really cool. And then yeah, but I'm open to conversations around how we can do something bigger to get together. It's just figuring out how that works. But yeah,
Yeah.
from a commercial standpoint and so on. Yeah.
All right. I went through the comment section on our last video. Like a lot of those questions we already touched like in this podcast. There are some like I just wanted to mention some names and some funny things, but uh, okay, we touched this. Wait a sec. There was funny one. There was funny one. Okay, so Free Spirit 0788 says that if it's QL, I would watch, but I have no passion for QC. So do you think we can implement some passion into this guy for Quake Champions, or he's gonna be watching Quake Live only?
I hope that he has the passion for the fact that it's going to be such a chilled vibe, and you'll get to know the personalities of the pros more.
Hmm.
That maybe if you don't want to watch the matches, you just tune in between the matches and watch the the jokes. But
Yeah, just watch
yeah, and
the
also for
community.
And also for the YouTube channel, as I said, we'll upload the kind of the podcasts that happen in between the
Mhm.
matches as the fun parts and so on. So maybe just watch those live on YouTube. Watch those on
Mhm.
YouTube afterwards or something. Um, but maybe you'll have fun watching the 4v4 sacrifice or something as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Snotcrow is saying that his dream will be to watch a tournament without any champions bans and mirror matches are allowed. So we are thinking about what can we get for you guys, and I think we already got a lot. We got 1v1 and sacrifice. I don't think the idea with no bans and no picks and mirror matches allowed would work out on LAN actually, because we want to use this chance to like get, I don't know how to explain it, but we want to go as similar to, for example, like official rules as we can possibly do, and that will be some like side, like experimental tournament more. So I don't think we can do such thing like on LAN, but that's also some
I
kind
wonder.
of
Yeah, I
idea.
wonder whether you could do some kind of like
But we didn't mention
head.
we didn't mention how we're gonna establish the seats for the tournament.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about that in a sec as well. But I wonder if you could do some kind of like head-to-head where two pros really wanting to go at each other.
Yeah.
Doing, I think Chain mentioned it to us in terms of like doing, like putting bounties up against each other, where the winner
Hmm.
takes all prize
Hmm.
pools. I wonder if you could do that as like a mirror match as well. So you have a mirror match, and he's like, I 100 quid each, or whatever. Whoever wins it wins it. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, in terms of there's two things actually discussed. So, pick bands. We've actually developed an app in house already, so
Hmm.
it should all be automated. You'd be able to watch the pick bands live. So
Yeah.
we're going to do, I think we're going to do 30-second countdown per decision.
Time limit. Yeah.
Um, yeah, time limited countdowns per position, so you get to watch them. Pick and ban their characters and also the maps.
Hmm.
And we made a nice little kind of UI so it looks nice on stream as well, and to do that. Um, and then what was the thing you just mentioned? Sorry.
How we gonna establish the seating for the
Seeds. Yeah,
tournament?
we're gonna do. Yes, the first thing we're gonna do at the event is an 8-person FFA, and just everyone
Going
goes at it,
rampage.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
and 1 to 8 is the seeds, like so
Yeah.
you might see some matchups that you might not necessarily see in the first rounds, and
Yeah.
like you just. But at the same time, we've got 8 of the best players. They're all just as good as each other. I reckon everyone's gonna have fun with this. There's no
I'm
no complaining. Be good at FFA if you want to get first seed.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm extremely happy that we got double elimination bracket. I was scared that we're gonna go with single elim because we didn't know how much time we got, if we can fit it in 2 days, and like if we're gonna if we're gonna face some problems during the event. But I think double elimination just we don't have situation, for example, if the first seat was Rafa and the second seat was like Crazy and they are on opposite side of the brackets, maybe they never gonna play again. And they had such a great matchup, they had such a great grand final. I think that was the best game out of whole tournament, like the grand final. Rafa Crazy. Crazy had a huge chance to win this one and he just did some mistakes, for example, on Awoken when Rafa was like when he was jumping from Ray to the Kobe and stuff like this. So I would really like to see. I would love to see Razy playing Rafa again, and I think we could have not seen it in single elimination. So that's great. Anyway, do you have any anxiety or like do you feel stressed out that we're gonna can face some problems because I'm just thinking about the
yeah,
network,
in terms
about
of
the
just on what you
schedule
said
and
there,
everything.
obviously we've got Inns casting. So is he going to be like Ray's like guaranteed second again? We'll see. Maybe they'll meet in real life, and we're like,
Maybe
what are you
he
on
will
about?
change
I'm the
his
best.
yeah. Maybe he will
Yeah.
change his mind in real
But
life.
yeah, in terms of anxiety, I've got of course, like I mean, this is our first LAN event we put on.
Mhm.
Um, my business partner Adam and TJ, who helps us run events and everything as well, head of events.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, and they're just looking at each other like,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
from a technical standpoint.
Yeah,
um,
because you got a lot of
yeah,
ideas. You got a lot of ideas, but let's
but
see how
yeah,
many
so
of them we can realize.
we'll see. We've never done a Quake event. We've never done a LAN event.
Yeah.
We've obviously been running this facility for 5 months now, so we've networking. We've been doing really well with it. We
Mhm.
understand it, but there'll be a lot of stuff to iron out. And yeah, we might have some tech issues, but we'll see. We hope we don't.
Mhm.
This is also it's quite nice to have 8 players instead of 32. For our first event,
Yeah, yeah.
let's try and make it as smooth as possible to run. Yeah.
Okay, are we gonna run some kind of test like a week before? Because I'm coming to UK like a bit earlier, like a week before the tournament. So do you think we should like set up all the PCs, or maybe even bring two of them to the main studio and try to like run the potential matches or something like this?
Yeah, set up a few days before for sure.
Like
We
set
can't
up
set
all
up
this stuff, like set up all this stuff
yeah,
and let them play like
we can't
this.
set up too far in advance because of the LAN server. We only get it like a week before, so it's kind of we need to do it then. But we'll yeah um
But you
we'll test it
you
and
told
everything
me
for
that
sure.
Bethesda might send someone to help us set it up, right? That's will be nice, I think.
They're going to do remote helping, but they may send someone to the LAN as well. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. But
Mhm.
they'll help remote set it up and everything. The issue can be around power. If your power goes out on the LAN server, you may need to do it again. This can be some of the issues with it. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
not we don't have power trips here, so we should be good in the UK. But sometimes the switch can like overpower and
yeah,
flick
yeah.
off, and you have to flick it back on. And yeah,
We just need this guy on emergency call, like the one who came,
yeah,
who was like fixing the
yeah.
kettle problem. Anyway, I'm thinking if we went through all the topics we wanted to go, but yeah, I think
I just to reiterate again, please, if you want to donate, link in the comment. If you want to play on Saturday, link in the comment as well.
mhm.
Um,
Also
even
the
just
the whole rule
yeah,
set is in the link to the bracket. So click on rules and you're gonna see what you can win, like all the rules, like if it's single elim or a double elim bracket, like times and everything. It's this
if you've
Saturday.
managed to get to this part of the video and you're still listening as well, put your prediction in the comment of who you think the eighth player is going to be. Who's going to qualify
Mhm.
through the open event, the open qualifier?
I already went
So,
through the guys who signed up, and I've seen RMV, I've seen Baxter, I think CNZ might sign up. I'm curious about Yop and Strong Switch, for example, because they both like South American and North American.
Kane
And
signed up as well, I think.
but the thing is like we announced the tournament after KeenCon, so they basically had to like buy the tickets before that. So they already got tickets bought to the Barcelona straight.
Right, yeah.
So it will be kind of like difficult because I spoke with Joop and he said that he doesn't know how to kind of adjust the tickets now. But I think for the money he can win, like in the qualies, he can basically change the date and maybe like try to like
Yeah, 250 quid, I'm sure, will help change the date on
yeah,
a, and
yeah.
probably more than a flight as well. The
Also, like if somebody gonna win the qualies and he cannot participate because let's say he only is trying to apply for the visa to UK and he didn't manage to get it, his slot is going to the second place, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah, of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I would recommend, please, if you play the qualifier, that you already have a visa. It's in, like less than a month now.
No, nobody
Visas
gonna listen.
hard.
Nobody
Yeah,
gonna
no
listen.
one will listen, but yeah. Um, and I just wanted to ask you, Avik, as well. Obviously, unfortunately, you missed QuakeCon,
Hmm.
but so this is your first LAN in a bit over a year, maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
How are you feeling going up against the top six from QPL? How are you feeling? Where are you expecting to come?
yeah.
Where are you hoping to come?
I think it's gonna be interesting because this off season, like nobody really grinded the game as well. So it's not like, somebody has advantage or anything. I think everybody's starting to like practice really hard from this month, so from October. I think September was more like relaxing time. I started to play from time to time in September already. I played some Quake. I also played some Overwatch. Now I'm trying to play like regularly Quake. I'm on the phase that I'm trying to figure out if I want to use the pick me or not because it looks
Yeah.
cool, but I don't know. Maybe you can guys tell me in the comment section. Do you like pick me or not? Did you try it or not? Because for now I tried it. I like how it looks, but somehow I'm so used to like playing without pick me for the last 5 years. I think I'm not gonna use it. I was so excited before that it was like old school Quake and it looks cool, but I don't know. I don't know. I
Have
think
you noticed better FPS or anything? Or
it's not really big change. I don't see any
yeah,
like any any huge difference between like the clean because it's called clean and like smooth like so clean is like or off. You got three sections. You got off,
yeah,
clean, and smooth, and you can choose between them. I was using smooth, so it's like the biggest pick me you could get in Quake before. I don't know. I'm still deciding what to do. So yeah, I'm gonna play regularly this month, and like hopefully I'm coming 1 week earlier. Also, Kilson gonna be few days before, and Rafa gonna be few days before. So guys, those guys gonna try will want to check out the PCs. So I guess we're gonna also have some little bootcamp there. And then I'm also going to KeenCon 1 week after that. So I'm super glad that I'm going to two tournaments because
Yeah,
usually it's like you play in some tournament and you really want to play another one like right after. So
yeah.
that's cool thing for the players because they play in one tournament and everybody is eager to play more. And there's usually no more lands like after that. You got a huge break. So that's cool that we have two in a row, like 1 week after other. So and I think it's also keeps me in shape and we have no information about QPL at the moment, so we don't know what's gonna happen. If there's another season, if there's like who's gonna be invited, who's not, like what's the system and all those stuff. So I think it's really good for me to like and all the players, not only for me, but all the other players or the top eight or eight invitationals to be in the game and have something to play for. Because if not those tournaments like Endpoint and KeenCon, people probably wouldn't really like grind the game a lot now. They probably would like take it easy because there is absolutely no information at the moment, so they will be like
So
in off
after
season.
your political answer, what position are you coming at the events? You can add KeenCon to that as well. Where you coming at KeenCon? Where you coming at the Foundry?
You mean like the placement?
Yeah, where you finishing? Yeah.
I'm glad it's double elim because you always got like second chance. Because imagine like playing first match against Rafa. For me personally, it's always super difficult to play Rafa like because of the styles and stuff like this. So I need to look at it realistically. I think everybody is like playing super good, but I think anything like from top four will be really good for me. I think at the moment.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
think
Okay.
so. It's just like it's my prediction that that will be something like which is really good, but we'll see. Like I'm just curious, like how
It's
people
just gonna
gonna
be
be.
fun.
I'm just
Yeah.
curious, for example, how good Killson gonna be. I have absolutely no clue. He had a hard time on QuakeCon and he was like big favorite. Let's see if he can bounce back. He's happy to come and compete, so I'm also happy. And I know we're gonna have good PCs and everything. We got good monitors. Hopefully the LAN server gonna work good. So I think I heard from people who were on QuakeCon that the game worked really nice, like compared to the previous years. Everything was
Cool.
super smooth and it was super nice to play. So yeah, so now it's about the practice and the mentality and everything, and I'm just excited that we got two tournaments in a row.
Cool. Well, anything else? Any other questions, or should we finish it there?
I think we went through all. If we forget something and you guys still curious about something and you got some more questions, like you can keep asking us in the comments or contact us on the I think the Foundry Discord should be open not only for the qualis but also for the community for people.
Yeah. Feel free to join. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to join our Discord, like you got it in the description, probably in the link for the tournament, or you can also like reach to us on Discord and we can directly invite you or something like that. So I think we went through everything. We got 1 month to the grand finals and I'm super excited. If there is some changes, if we got new ideas, we'll be informing you guys obviously on our social media. So check out our Twitter endpoint, team endpoint. Check our like Instagram. Make sure to follow us and you will be updated with everything about the tournament. Highly appreciated your help and advices and donations and everything. So that's it.
Cheers. And yeah, you get to the very end, put in the comments who you think the eighth person's going to be in the event, and also um, put an idea in there for fun activities for the kind of like milestones to hit for the prize pools and stuff like that.
Yep.
Um, Zoot pies Avik in a face or something. Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
See ya.
Cool. Cheers, everyone.